All right, let's talk about Jedi Apprentice number 17, The Only Witness. In this one, Qui-Gon is dealing with the loss that he has received in the last three books. And he just doesn't know if he wants to be a Jedi anymore. And this is starting to cause a rift between him and Obi-Wan. Because how can he teach Obi-Wan to be a Jedi if he doesn't want to be a Jedi himself? Well, the Jedi Council sends them on a mission to a planet where this woman is testifying against her in-laws that are like the mafia of this planet. Her husband's recently been offed by them, so they're doing a witness protection thing. That's pretty much this book. What do I think of The Only Witness? It's a good Qui-Gon story. It's like it feels like a bit of an epilogue to the last three books and what he went through. I don't think it's a good Obi-Wan story, but this book serves to be two things. One of them everyone talks about. It's the introduction of Jocasta Nu, the librarian from Attack of the Clones. This is her first appearance, and she'll show up in the next book as well. But it's interesting to have her in there. They're gearing up towards moving to the Attack of the Clones stuff here. So I think Attack of the Clones was out or almost out when this came out, and we were starting to gear up for Jedi Quest. So we're getting to the end of this series. The other thing is it shows Obi-Wan having a bit of a conflict with himself. He starts to get infatuated with the woman they're protecting. It doesn't work for me, like, at all, if I'm being completely honest. And that really has to do with the fact that this has now a been there, done that plot, although at the time this was written, we didn't have Obi-Wan love stories, really. Because this is even prior to his, like, romance with Siri. So we don't have... There's the whole Siri thing. There's the Duchess Satine thing. Which technically, if we're going chronologically, it would have happened already, potentially. Like, they were teenagers. I think it's technically what Dave Filoni set up in Season 2 of Clone Wars. Is that happened between Jedi Apprentice 13 and 14 when they spent a year on Mandalore at some point then, but it could happen after this series. But it just seems like a naive thing that Obi-Wan would have done as a teenager. I don't know. And then, of course, we have Taria Damson, and the less we say about that Karen Miller nonsense, the better. I don't like any of it, to tell you the truth. Siri, I tolerate. Because, I mean, if you're going to do it once, you let Jude Watson do it. Because she knew what to do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. But yeah, him having this thing with their witness character, who I don't even care for, to tell you the truth. She's very mediocre. Most of these characters kind of suck in The Only Witness. They're fine, but we've had better characters in these Jedi Apprentice books. This one just kind of falls short. Man, the cats are just they're just wandering around being weirdos. Yeah, I don't know, but it draws parallels with Anakin getting involved with Padme in Attack of the Clones, and I think that was kind of what Jude Watson was going for. I might be reading into that one too much, but yeah. As it stands right now, what do I think of Jedi Apprentice, The Only Witness? It's very mediocre for these. It's good for a YA book, it's good for a Star Wars book, but it's not good for a Jedi Apprentice book, if that makes any sense. I honestly think this is the weakest yet of reading all these Jedi Apprentice books. It's weaker than book 9 and 10. It's just, it's okay. Well, I give it about 3.2 out of 5. You should check it out, but it's not the best one.